Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy check-in love reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also a little caveat here, you will see that I'm in a little bit of a different setup and you might hear some background noise. Dogs, children, construction, things like that, because I am visiting my best friend to celebrate my birthday. Which already passed, but I'm here until the weekend. So by the weekend, I should be back in my normal setup. All right, but let's go ahead and get started, Leo. Let's see what advice and guidance come through for you. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos, please. All right, so your energy is the Two of Pentacles. Your person is showing up as the Nine of Cups in reverse. All right, they're viewing you as the Death in reverse, Scorpio energy. All right, we see the Knight of Wands is what we're not seeing. And the final outcome advice, we have the Justice card. So there could be some sort of reconciliation or some sort of karmic justice coming. And we see the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. So you may or may not have Cancer in your chart. But what I am seeing here is that you're moving on, or you're trying to move on from this, is kind of what I'm getting. But I think you have somebody here who's not quite ready to move on themselves. And you may be feeling a little bit on the fence, all right? Now, some of you, you're looking to move forward with this person, but you're on the fence about whether or not you should, all right? You know your story. So let's see. The Two of Pentacles tells me you may have options, or you're just feeling a little bit on the fence here. And I can see why, because the Nine of Cups in reverse to me is somebody who's around for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I think you're detached and you're looking at all the facts. You're looking at the history here. You're trying to decide whether or not you should fight for this connection, or should you move on, or should you entertain another option or other options. Yeah, you're viewing this person as the Three of Pentacles in reverse, Leo, which tells me you're viewing this person as maybe not on the same page. You might also feel like they're juggling, they're on the fence, like you don't have a whole lot of clarity from this person. And you're viewing the connection as the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, a lot of you, I feel like you're preparing yourself for an ending, or for this to be final. You're looking at all the time and effort that you've put into this connection, and I feel like you're really, and some of you, maybe just you went on a few dates, or maybe you've just been talking to this person. But it feels like you're looking at the time and the effort and the resources and the money and all that that's spent on this, and you're kind of preparing for an ending and preparing to move on is what I'm getting. Now, your person in the world, energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. So, it does look like there's been some kind of ending, but I'm kind of feeling like you have somebody here, Leo, that does really want to come back around. All right, it could also be something here has ended for this person, and so they want to give this, they want to come towards you because of that. All right, so let's see. What else do we need to know? All right, so we have honor your ancestors. So Spirit's advice for you, Leo, is learn how to connect to your ancestors so you may receive their guidance in your life. Okay, so this is just really about connecting to your angels, to your guides, knowing that you have support all around you, helping you make the right decisions. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities you may be receiving. Spirit's also saying embrace your alone time. So learn to love your own company instead of expecting someone else to make you happy. All right, so very interesting. So it's like right now it's all about you, because it feels like this may have been something that was a bit draining for you, Leo, or has been. And hidden treasure. The treasure you're looking for is hidden in the ground you're standing on. It's time to dig deeper. So I feel like this is a time for my Leos here to focus on themselves. We're in Leo season. Happy birthday, by the way, to all my Leos out there. But we're in Leo season, and Spirit wants you to dig a little bit deeper. Just go within, just focus on you, and choose where you put your focus on, what you're going to ignore, what you're going to stress about, and what you're not going to. And Spirit's saying, yeah, because it's time to set a new goal or dream a new dream. You don't have to leave your comfort zone, just expand it, but it's time to do and to try new things. And especially for those of you where this has been something that you've put in a lot of time and effort into. Now, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this person might be currently feeling a bit emotionally drained. But the Nine of Cups in reverse is also somebody who can be around for a good time, but not a long time. All right. And I feel like maybe this person is kind of rethinking that energy. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, like I think there's something about you, Leo, that's made this person stop and think that the way that they normally do things, or the way they've acted or they've behaved, isn't above board, or it isn't in alignment with what they want, because I do actually feel this person wants you. And yeah, the Two of Wands. See, I think this person's now looking at all the details, thinking about moving forward, communicating with you. The Two of Wands tells me they're longing for you. They want to move forward. Some of you, I'm wondering if there was a lot of like drinking and partying involved in like your first meeting or in this connection. Because the Nine of Cups in reverse is one of my hangover cards. Again, it can just be this person feeling emotionally drained. But the Two of Wands is also kind of like once the party's over, you know, they're kind of looking at like what they're left with. And I feel like this person doesn't want to leave you behind or be left behind by you. And they're losing sleep over this. So the Nine of Swords here, Leo, is definitely a card of someone who's feeling stressed and a little bit obsessed here. The Death and Rebirth card, Scorpio energy, tells me they have not let you go. They don't want this to be a real ending, even if they acted like it. All right. And the Page of Cups in reverse. But there's something here they're not trusting. And they just might be looking at how they treated you or what they said to you and feel like there's no way Leo would, you know, give me another shot, or Leo maybe doesn't trust me, or, you know, the intimacy, you know, maybe I ruined it. Yeah, the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So they see you as somebody they really need to approach or come at correct. They see you as seeing them being wise, speaking your truth. And I think this person feels like you actually see the truth of the situation. And I think they're stressing because I think they're regretting something they said or they did or how they acted towards you. And the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So they may, if this is, especially for those of you where this is a connection that's been kind of long term, Leo, they might know that you're just kind of at your wit's end, that you're feeling drained, that you know, may not want to find creative solutions on how to make this work with them, or that, you know, yeah, you've just been, you know, you're over it, right? That's how they're seeing you, King of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about this person. So we see Samaritan energy, so exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Well, no, what I'm getting here more than maybe this person feels like you didn't see their worth and their value or everything they did for you. Sorry about that. So they didn't see everything that you know, they feel like maybe you didn't see everything they did for you, whether it was a lot or a little. But more so, I kind of feel like this person just is recognizing that they haven't been pulling their weight. If you look at this picture, we see this very yin yang symbology. I don't even know if that's a word, but with these two people, you know, finding balance, doing this little dance. And I feel like they realized they didn't pull their weight or they didn't act above board here. And I think they're stressing about that, the consequences. And we see mediator, so negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Yeah, so it's like this person didn't want to see your side of the story before, or they weren't putting themselves in your shoes. And it's almost like now that you've pulled your energy back or you've decided that you're going to move in a different direction, they're starting to realize like, whoa, I could lose something or someone really powerful here. And again, maybe they did have ulterior motives. Maybe this person just wanted something physical, or they wanted to, you know, be a player or something like that. And maybe they did some future faking here, or maybe they went into this with not such great intentions, Leo, but there's something about your energy that kind of shifted everything for them. And I don't think they're used to feeling this way. All right. So how they're viewing you as the poet. So turns a lyric gift into negative or destructive effect. So what I'm seeing here is I think this person I think this is you just not really communicating with this person. But I'm also seeing that you probably told this person off or you stood up to them. And I think what you said to them really stuck. And we see advocate, so embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So I don't think they see you that way, but what I'm getting is I think you kind of shifted from a we to a me mindset because you realized this person wasn't really pulling their weight. And you know, you're no longer, you know, putting them first is kind of what I'm getting, because I don't think you saw value in that anymore, right? So with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this person behind the scenes is not only very attracted to you, but you can see she's dancing in that Four of Wands. I do think this person wants some sort of relationship here. Yeah, they have hidden feelings. They want to make it up to you. They want to date you, but they're worried about rejection. And I don't think this person is used to feeling that way, Leo. To be honest, I feel like they're probably used to rejecting others, and they thought that was going to be their playbook here. But it's almost like you played the player, but it doesn't have to be that necessarily they were a player. I think they just, you know, realized a little bit. I don't know if it's too late, but as you're pulling your energy back, you've made them realize what they potentially lose. And I don't think they like it one bit. And I do see with the Justice card, this person coming in along with the Six of Pentacles trying to make it up to you. All right, Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. And the Justice card, okay, yeah, this person is really, I think this person is even feeling embarrassed for how they treated you. There may have been something here that happened like at a party or under the influence. And with the Queen of Cups energy in reverse, I would expect a very heartfelt, very emotional reaction from this person. But this is somebody with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. I think you have somebody here that really does want to put in the work. And I think you're going to get a real emotional outpouring. Whether or not you trust it or you want this anymore, Leo, I think that's completely going to be up to you. But an emotional confession, outpouring, somebody who's deciding they want to change their ways. Leo, you've really affected this person on a deep level. So putting thoughts in my mind. I think this person probably has been talking to other people about this connection, but I also kind of feel like this person is kicking themselves. I get that Nine of Swords is like they have so much guilt and shame here about, you know, how they treated you and kind of this energy of what was I thinking, right? So we see that they're controlling. They may have wanted to control the narrative. They may be used to be being in control. All right, holding back. And we see afraid of love. So deep down, they may be afraid of loving someone here that could hurt them. And I think that's you, because I think they're realizing you've awakened something in them or touched them deeper than anybody else has. All right, so we have this person has integrity. At least now they do, right? Or they're coming into that energy. They could be a social butterfly. And they are emotionally guarded. Yeah, because I don't think this person normally gets invested or involved in people. Like I said, that could hurt them. All right. So again, I do apologize if you hear some yelling in the background there. All right. Anything else we need to know? The chaser. So they're coming in to chase you, Leo. Like, I don't know what you've done to this person. In fact, I do know what you've done to this person. You've taken your power back, and that's made them recognize who you are, what you mean to them, but also recognize what they stand to lose if they don't make this last-ditch effort to save this connection or make it up to you. So they want to make new memories. They have been, maybe their perception here has been changing. They're missing you. And this person wants union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So they definitely feel something very strong towards you here, Leo. And we see the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Well, I think that's their biggest fear here. But at the same time, Leo, it's going to really be up to you if it's too little, too late or not. All right, let's see what final messages, advice, and guidance we have for my Leos, please. All right, so your homework here, Leo, if you will. Does this situation align with your values and your morals? Is this what you really want? If you strip away the excitement, you strip away the passion, the romance, for a long-term partner, is this in alignment with you? Do you want the same things? An addiction is affecting this relationship. Some of you, I was getting like drinking or partying affecting this connection. But also an addiction is something somebody needs to get out from under. And it doesn't have to be drink or drugs or gambling. And we see this connection is passionate but not enduring. And I think, again, that's the big question here for you. Are they available to give you all you deserve? Okay, and we see this friendship is leading to more, which I do kind of like that energy, because for those of my Leos where you are on the fence, you're not really sure yet. You know, make sure you see how this person shows up for you, how they treat you, you know, because, you know, would they do this to their best friend, right? If they treat you that way, you know, a friendship bond / romance can be one of the most powerful, long-lasting connections there are. All right. So you may want to take it slow for those of you that want to, you know, that want to see if this is the right connection for you. All right. So I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Leos. I do hope these messages help. Sending you love and light. Take care.